What is up, YouTube? The Zelda Duelist is back at you with another video. And this isn't my usual content, you guys know this. And also you should know that I haven't posted in like nearly a month. I have a bit of explaining to do here. So I went to wishlist London. I mentioned it in the last video. And then I just vanished. I didn't mean to vanish like that. I have schoolwork going on, obviously. Got important exams coming up soon. So I hitting hit and miss. And I wanted to film Master content recently. You do not realise the amount of suffering I went through trying to get Master to work. And it still doesn't work. So, yeah. We're not going to talk about Master. Instead, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon of what my ban list predictions, or my ban list wish list, I should say. These are the cards I wish would happen. Some of these will be obvious, not Alistair, but you know, this guy. Get to him in a minute. And some of them will shock you all, or like this one. But let's get into my totally unbiased opinion. That's sarcasm. It's very biased in some aspects of what I believe the ban list should be. Start off with what I think should be banned. Just 3 cards. Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. You've all seen the memes of how Assault Core was basically punished for, you know, Firewall Dragon sins. It got banned for an FDK that Firewall Dragon caused before Firewall Dragon did. Well, this is exactly what's happening here. Now, I know a lot of people will say, oh, just ban branded expulsion. That's not going to stop it. And it sucks, I know. But the reason that this card right here, banning this will not stop a lot, is because by Cyberstorm Access, Brandon gets a whole new card. And it's a frustrating one. In Albion, that word there, dragon. This card can't be used as fusion material. That's more balanced than what some people say. But it's the during your opponent's turn, quick effect, target 2 monsters in any graveyard, special summon both monsters, 1 on each field. That sound familiar? That's expulsion. That is incredibly stupid. This card will be banned when it comes out. I promise you that, along with expulsion, and then we get rid of the Gimmick Puppet. But until this card comes out, there's no point in banning expulsion. As a brand player, I know. Also, just point out this card is busted, but we'll get to that later. So yeah, Gimmick Puppet ain't gonna help anyone here. Banning Gimmick Puppet's not gonna stop anyone, unfortunately. Next card I want banned, Super Poly. I played Super Poly in decks. I'm not gonna deny that. I do think this card is the biggest piece of rubbish to ever come from Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever. Spell speed 4 you cannot respond to us, and it will just vacuum away your opponent's monsters for a fusion summon for no reason. And the frustrating thing is about this, what are the actual counters to this? You ready? I can think of 3. Alright? Dark Angel. So only valid in hero. This card ain't ever coming back. And that's actually a good card in all fairness. But it's slow. So this card I believe deserves to be banned for this. Just you splash it in anything and it'll probably work more likely. I'm afraid that's how it's going to be. And finally, number 89, Diablos the Mind Hacker. To quote a famous Yu-Gi-Oh player, this format would be perfect if this card didn't exist. And to that I say he's fully correct. That's Joshua Schmidt, by the way. You don't watch him on YouTube, go do that, it's amazing. But this card is a reason we're playing everything at 2 copies in the extra deck. It is, if I go to my branded deck, this isn't this I'm currently playing, but it's similar. Well, I'm playing 2 Dragoons here, not 1. It is the reason why, if we go to Hero real fast, you're forced, oh, this is a bad hero list, never mind. You're forced to play stuff like 2 DPE in Hero. This card right here. Just once per turn, detach an Exceed material. Look at your opponent's extra deck so they get as much knowledge as they want on you. And banish monster face down. Which means it synthesizes. Synthesizes, that's the wrong word. I don't know what the one I'm trying to refer to is. But it links with every single cash hero monster ever. And at the end of the battle phase, if this card destroyed a monster by battle, target a monster you graveyard, banish face down. Not that impactful. No one really cares about that bit. But if the card your opponent owns is banished face down when you control this card, except during the damage step, banished cards on the number of top of your opponent's deck face down equals the number of their face and banished cards. Owns and possesses. That is literally, if it's something banished face down, done, activates. If it's banished from your graveyard, this activates. The only time this card doesn't activate is with the extra deck one. It's I believe anyway. It is bloody ridiculous. This card deserves to be banned for the rest of time, my opinion. Getting on to the limiteds. Okay, yeah, there's 9 cards here. Hear me out. Hear me out. We'll start off with Block Dragon. By putting Block Dragon to 1, you let adamantipated players, like, I guess, big one I can think of at the top of my head is Farther, but there's obviously other ones, play their deck still. And you get combo potential with it now. And they're so much better. But that's a good thing. Adamantipator is a cool deck. I haven't seen a single Adamantipator player since Block Dragon got banned. Now, I know everyone say that's the why. But I liked Adamantipator. It was a fun matchup. It's a great deck, in my opinion. And my unhinged opinion of the day, apart from the rest of the limits, in my opinion, this card can go to 1. It'll bring back Adamantipator. It'll bring back Prank Kids. It's going to make the format more fun, in my opinion. You got more decks to spice it up. You can't just stride only in for Cash or Labyrinth or whatever. More decks better. That's what we're after here. An opinion that's not very unhinged and it's probably going to happen is Blaster Dragon Rune of the Infernos. This got back to 1 in the OCG. It's probably going to happen in TCG as well. It's been back to 1 in Master Duel. And I've played my fair share of Master Duel matches. I've played my fair share of OCG matches. I've never seen this card summon once. It'll be fine to go back to 1, maybe even not 3 actually. No, we don't want another Dragon Rune format. My cash hits to 1. It's just Unicorn and Fenrir. Fenrir, because in my opinion, it is better Pancratops. It's obvious, I think. And Unicorn, because if Stratos, alright, was limited for God knows how many years because of its effect, this card should do the same. It's literally any Cash Tira spell to your hand. So I put in Cash Tira. Oh, I can spell it right. Cash Tira. That's how you spell that. I have reading issues. You get any of these 4 cards here. I don't know what this does, and I'm not asked to read it. I don't know what this does, they don't play this. But you got these 2. It's just a Cash Tira spell from your deck to your hand. Where's Cash Tira Theosis? I put a space, that's why. My bad. My bad. Get this one, which is one of the best spell. This one, another great spell. Or this one. That is incredible. It gets them so much combo potential. It's stupid. I don't like it. Oh, and it's still no extra deck face down banishing, which frustrates me. Fenrir! This card's good. So when it's someone, you add a cash to your monster hand. So in non-cash decks, you get more Fenrir. In cash decks, you add Unicorn. You add what did you add? Rise Heart. Not Rise Heart. You know what I'm talking about. The level 4 one. You add all the other ones to your hand. And then, if they activate an effect on you, banish card face down. If you attack with this, banish your card face down. Stupid. Yeah, I've seen some funny replays from like Dueling Book and whatnot of Cash Tira players getting mirror forced. That's funny, but this is still like stupid. Okay. So we have 4 reason opinions on here. So I'll move the reasonable ones together actually. So we'll move the unhinged ones there. Let's get to the final reasonable one. Skill drain. I hate skill drain in general. I play Dark Magician. I play some stun decks. Sure. I even hate skill drain when it's using it. It's a floodgate that just removes all monster effects. Yeah, I like Plasma because it's funnier. But also, you can beat Plasma easier than just better have the out then, I guess. Better make 4 material access code and banish itself then. Better just have the out. And you're like, oh, there's so many outs though. No, there isn't, you liar. This card is stupid. Should be left to 1 or banned. I'll say 1 for now. For now. Alright. Let's get into my unhinged opinions. We've done Block Dragon. Master Plan. At 1, this card's amazing. Because, hear me out. Apart from it's a hard one to return the effects. It's 1% add a Spiral Mission card from your deck to your hand, and if it's sent from the field to grave, add a Spiral Resort or Spiral Monster from your deck to your hand. That's it. I honestly don't see the issue with this at 1. Someone will probably send me now some replay of them in Dueling Book with a 1 copy of Master Plan and just doing this massive U-Link board. But honestly, at 1, this is fine, in my opinion. If you send this off Souls, okay, sure. That's in my opinion, the worst send if you have Illusion of Chaos. Hop Horror! I know a bunch of people remember TOS format, which is Thunder Dragons, Orca, Sky Striker, and Salamangreat. And they remember the crimes this card committed. Personally, though, I don't see the issue with it in the modern format. It seems pretty slow. It's a hard once per turn. And you're just summoning a monster from the deck. You're locked into Darks, which is fine. Most decks just play Darks. So, back in the day, I remember there was Orcus Sky Striker, if I remember correctly. Well, you don't really use a Sky Striker, so you bring this back. And the only way to really use this is to go normal summon Make a Link 1, and I'm going to double check this, but I don't believe there's any Orcus Link 1s. So you scroll down, and no. Or you sent it to with one of these cards, so this card here, or neither of those. So you got to link this away, or Foolish Burial it, just summon a different one from deck. It's fine for 1, let's be real. Why the fuck is Fenrir here? Never mind, that was not an unhinged. I think I put it in accidentally when I mentioned Cash Tira Fenrir. Final unhinged main monster card. Main deck card. Red Reboot. This lets you beat Floodgates. Need I say any more? An Imperm. Anti-hand trap. I'm happy with this. Thunder Dragon Colossus. You know what I say? Why do I want this back? Yeah, there's a lot of task cards on here if you can tell. But it makes Thunder Dragon better. Now obviously people will come up with the whole fact of that this exists. And to that I say, I do not care, let chaos unfold. Thunder Dragon Colossus, it's needed for Thunder Dragon decks to make them somewhat good. It needs it hands down. Without it, Thunder Dragon sucks and hurts. So bring this back to 1. Let Thunder Dragon be good again. Final one for the day. Final unhinged opinion, in my opinion. Not in my opinion, it's unhinged. No. I believe it's the last one. Trident. I say Trident can go to 1. No, I did not play in the Zodiac format, I'll admit that. But also, how bad could it be? It's a quick effect target, it's a quick effect pop. That's it. It's quick effect make Zeus. Like, it's not that bad. I will fight people if they tell me that this card is Satan Spawn. And finally, the unlimits. No semi-limits because that's stupid. Alright, as I said, this is a wish list. So I think desires make sense. In fact, a lot of people are still playing 2 desires when it was that 3 because they don't want to draw desires off desires. But I think I should play my other 2. Malicious. It gives hero more consistency. It gives decks like Tearlament more consistency. I don't think that Tearlament and Lights one, but it's my favourite deck. But Tearlament makes Tearlament good again. And I played in Tearlament format. You guys know this. But now that all the Tearlament, like quickly just go Banlist, TCG, and we just put in. Now that it's been neutered, I think Tearlament needs some nice new cards to make it somewhat decent again. Let Malicious go to 3. See what happens. And Cold Bite, again, anti-hand traps. I don't like hand traps. Simple. And that's it for my Banlist wish list. You'll probably see I went very lightly on most of the meta decks except Cash. And that I don't actually mind a bit of chaos. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheerio.